The meeting of the ancient tree on the green planet and the bizarre beasts under its command officially began, with the colossal evil being behind it continuously widening its eyes to gaze forward. All the beasts beneath it remained silent, listening attentively. It was a solemn scene that exuded tension, as the ancient tree began to speak. "We will leave this planet and travel to another. Their target is Earth, as an extraterrestrial invasion is about to commence. The strange beings from the green planet are preparing to depart and head towards Earth. This invasion will be led by the Elven race, a species resembling humans, possessing intelligence to command other creatures in battle. They had been preparing for this invasion for a long time, and in 1 month, all the strange beasts from the green planet would begin their assault on Earth." On the side of the divine tree, a notification suddenly appeared, causing it to be momentarily confused. It turned out to be a new skill acquired after eliminating the creatures on this planet. Acquired new skill Star Array. The divine tree was standing on a small island in the middle of a lake with green waters, but it would take a month to fully transfer its body into this planet. Even the divine tree did not expect that it could create such an array, and this skill appeared at the perfect time. If used to protect Earth, it would be ideal. The notification continued. "Would you like to spend 40 million evolution points to activate the star array?" Without further thought, the divine tree immediately spent 40 million evolution points to activate this new skill, displaying a look of immense joy. Right afterward, the new skill's effect was instantly activated, with strange blue lights suddenly appearing around the divine tree. As the lights continued to increase in number, they soon covered the entire lake surrounding the divine tree, growing stronger and more intense. The rays of light ascended upwards, gradually crystallizing into something. After a period of time, the blue lights eventually formed into dense networks in space, connected by shattered pieces of space. Finally, a complete network was formed around the divine tree, creating a sturdy barrier that shielded it from everything around, resembling stars created and connected together like a galaxy. Nearby, a peculiar creature detected the position of the divine tree through the barrier's light. It roared furiously, its eyes glowing red as it prepared to charge and attack the divine tree. Suddenly, the stars on the barrier created by the divine tree began to shine brightly, forming dazzling white orbs. Immediately afterward, numerous rays of light shot out from the barrier, straight towards the creature that intended to threaten the divine tree within. These beams of light, despite their appearance, possessed tremendous destructive power, leaving large holes on the creature's body wherever they struck. Countless rays shot in one direction, creating a formidable source of damage that incinerated everything in their path. A massive mountain ahead was eventually shattered by the barrier's rays, leaving huge round holes, demonstrating the immense destructive force. The 40 million evolution points spent on acquiring this new skill were indeed worth it. Even the divine tree was astonished by the power of the newly acquired skill, exclaiming, "Is this truly the star array skill?" The divine tree was delighted, its face showing extreme excitement. Despite having learned many powerful skills before, it had never experienced a feeling like today, sensing such immense spiritual power. Even after unleashing such a potent skill, the barrier showed no signs of weakening, with the stars still twinkling in the sky. The divine tree looked up, seeing the blue lights radiating around. Even the spiritual energy continued to increase under the influence of the array. The divine tree immediately thought, "What if this barrier were placed in Earth's atmosphere? It could unexpectedly attack those alien beasts." However, creating such a massive barrier would certainly not be easy. Currently, the divine tree's spiritual energy was not sufficient to form a barrier that could encompass the entire Earth. Initially, it could only be placed in the divine tree's 9 main spaces, then gather spiritual energy and accelerate the expansion of these 9 spaces. The divine tree hoped that one day, its 9 large spaces could expand into a vast world. Given the current state of the divine tree, opening these 9 large spaces would be too exhausting, and it would be better not to open them frequently in the future. On Panis' side, a green light pierced through a blue bird, causing it to scream in agony. She then suddenly shouted in delight, "Great! I've found another piece of astral stone!" It turned out that the divine tree had instructed Panis to collect these astral stones from everywhere. However, the divine tree had been immobile for months, seemingly upgrading its strength. The surrounding space emitted brilliant yellow light, shooting straight up into the sky, with an immense spiritual energy continuously emanating. The upgrade process was complete, and the divine tree had advanced to a new stage, regaining almost all its power on this planet. The divine tree shouted in exhilaration, as its core also began to change, returning to its original state. The current body was no longer at the peak of the second stage, but had become much stronger. It took a month for the divine tree to reach the transcendent third level, a long time while the creatures of this planet prepared to invade Earth. When Panis discovered that the divine tree had completed its upgrade, she immediately ran towards him at great speed and shouted, "Master!" Panis had waited a month to see her master, and she exclaimed with joy, "Finally, you've awakened!" Panis suddenly noticed the changes in the divine tree's appearance and spiritual energy. This was the form of the divine tree at the peak of the third stage. Though not the strongest level, it was much more powerful than before. Currently, the divine tree was only in the early third stage, and it seemed completing the fifth stage would not be easy. During the month of the divine tree's upgrade, Panis traveled everywhere, collecting numerous astral stones on this planet, each one different in color, distinct from those on Earth. Magic crystals, a unique product of the strange beasts on this planet, were formed by gathering spiritual energy. The divine tree discovered a crystal with strange patterns and decided to infuse spiritual energy into it to investigate. Immediately, a huge flame burst out from the crystal, shooting straight into the divine tree's face. The divine tree screamed in pain. "It's burning me, it's too hot!" The crystals on this planet could be used directly by channeling spiritual energy, unlike the crystals on Earth, which could only be absorbed. The divine tree finally understood how to utilize these types of crystals, using wind and lightning crystals to create a powerful combined attack. The attack shot straight into the forest ahead, creating a mist that enveloped everything. Even Panis, born on the green planet, did not expect the crystals to have such a large amount of spiritual power, or perhaps the power depended on the amount of spiritual energy channeled into them. Previously, Panis only used the crystals to make small fires for cooking and creating gas. The crystal's strength seemed to be determined by the spiritual energy infused. The divine tree held 2 crystals and realized, "I didn't expect it to be so easy to use, and its power is quite good, even though this is just a low-level crystal. If stronger beasts could be hunted and higher-level crystals obtained, their power would be even more formidable." Interestingly, the patterns on these crystals resembled the patterns of the array the divine tree had recently learned. If it matched those patterns precisely, it could draw a powerful array around itself.